Okay, what was going on from your perspective coming in off the bench, just seeing the struggle offensively?
I just feel like we was had a lack of focus. The team kind of took the game for granted, and the offense was great. So we was getting great looks, and I just feel like we need to finish, and we was defending great, heading into a low percentage from 3 and from the 2. So I just felt like we just wasn't focused in the first half.
What was the coach's message to you at halftime?
Same as I said, the offense was great. We defended. Just made layups. That's it.
Yes, Josh, kind of what was your perspective of it? You had your struggles, especially in the first half, finishing.
I think I really wasn't worried that I was missing shots. We played great defense. We came in at halftime right here. They scored 22 points, so the defense wasn't the problem. But coming the second half, we were in 2. We wasn't stretching over our offense. We knew the offense was going to come, but we just had to stay constant defensively. And that's what we did. We held up to 32 points in the second half while we scored 50. So, like we said, offense came and we were able to share each other's success and we were able to just get stops.
With Q out, you kind of really stepped up your rebound game, especially in the second half. What was, I guess, kind of the small lineup, kind of what was the thought process there?
My job is always to rebound, whether Q is on the court or not. But Q being out, I had to, step it up another level. Because they had a lot of big guys, crashing the boards, so I couldn't leave it all on them. We actually had our guards do a great job with rebounding. I think Justin had about eight rebounds, so that's big for him. Josh Heath, Tadric, they all chipped in, got guard rebounds, and that was the difference in the game.
What was the challenge or struggle for you to score on the ball in the first half?
There was no challenge, just make something, miss something.
Can you comment on Justin's play? He really gave you a spark. It looked like.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's been out a couple of games, and I think if anybody was ready to play today, it was him. He just had tremendous energy, in practice. So we already knew he was going to come in the game and get the ball. Yeah, that's what he did.
Tadric, it looked like he worked well with Ben, just screen rolls, that sort of thing. He was finding you. What did you feel like was working, on the offensive part?
They was just ball screens. We was sort of just going them with the ball screens, and the dumper spots was gonna be open, and just move it. The shade spots gonna be open, so we just made them guard the ball screen. Keep their guards moving. Big man's kind of slow, so just kept attacking.
Any more questions for student athletes?
When's the last time you scored 29 points?
First time.
No, like it goes back to high school. I'm guessing back to.
Oh well, yeah, high school.
Must feel pretty good to score 20 and a half. What does that feel like to be on to be?
It's just, it's on to the next game, and it's game over with, and I just can't do anything anymore. We won. Everybody happy. I'm happy, and just got to move on.
Speaking of the next game, how well equipped do you feel you guys are at this stage to win on the road in this conference?
We just got to bring energy and effort. This mainly, we're going to be in Miami away, and there's going to be no crowd down there, so we have to have our own energy. We have to feed up our bench and our players, and coach, and just play with a lot of intensity.
Was it good to see you guys at a decent rep for probably the worst team in the conference or close to it? That has to be a pretty good feeling for you guys to see the fans show up again.
Yeah, that was great. It was great last previous game. Against Notre Dame that we had at home. So I feel like we play out them well. They bring a lot of energy to us, and we just feed off them.
You guys could have easily just kind of, I wouldn't use the word pack it in, but you really could have gotten down. But you guys didn't do that. Does that show the resiliency kind of where this team is at right now?
Well, in the end, it was just, I don't know. It was just we could have scored. We just hold it, and they was pressing, and we were just taking our time.
You want to answer that as well?
Can you say the question again?
You guys didn't give up. You didn't let that get you down the shooting. You came out in the second half and you played a much better, much cleaner, much stronger second half. And you guys didn't, kind of, like they said, a tale of two halves.
Yeah, Coach, it started off with Coach. He wasn't too, he didn't get on us as hard about missing. He even said he hasn't seen nothing like that before. Sometimes that just happens. And I knew, you know, we have great guys, and we feed off each other's energy. We're always positive. Coach hates negative energy, so we don't have negative energy. If one person misses, everybody comes around him and boosts him up. And I think we did a great job of, you know, helping each other and giving each other energy. In the second half, we came up with much more confidence and focus, and we were able to execute offensively and defensively. And we locked in more defensively, which turned into better offense.